Hello and welcome to the Rock Your Voice podcast. Vocal coaching tips that will transform your voice, interviews that will inspire, industry guidance, and so much more. Without further ado, let's get on with the show. Hello, today we have a bit of a hot topic and I have to warn you, life update, I got an espresso machine. So this could go off the rails really quickly because I'm highly caffeinated. Also, that pulls me back around to thanking our sponsor for today's episode, which is Naturalcalm Canada, because life is all about balance. I caffeinate in the morning and then I try and calm down at the end of the night. So I've been using their lavender calming gel and also their calming spray, which actually works. It takes a lot for my brain to shut down and relax at the end of the day. So thank you so much to Naturalcalm Canada. They have a ton of amazing products that contain magnesium, which is really great for stress, for sleep, they've got the arnica ones that are really good for pain relief. So please check it out, Naturalcalm.ca. And I always mention that I will not promote products that I haven't actually used on this podcast. So yeah, love them. Go check it out. So yes, to balance the espresso machine, I'm definitely using Naturalcalm and Bolton's Naturals to help balance my life. And I want to talk about today AI. This is a super hot topic. Obviously, it's been going on for a while now. Everyone's kind of either pro AI, against AI. I'm not finding so much neutral down the middle. But I want to share about some experiences recently where my opinion about AI has shifted in a certain direction due to some things, and then I hate it even more due to others. So let's start with the use of AI in your songwriting. So a lot of people do use it as a tool. Okay, so sometimes it can be really great to think of an idea, you've got your lyrics, or your prompts or what have you. And I don't hate this if you are a beginner songwriter and you want to start exploring creating music, and maybe you're coming out of nowhere and you don't want, like, you're looking at all these other AI music creators around you who have no musical instrument training, they have no production training, they have no songwriting, singing training, and they're just like, click, 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 here's a song. So of course it will be a little disheartening to think, okay, well, I'm going to go and invest 25 years into learning how to play the guitar, how to sing at my best, and how to structure a song properly for it to become a hit song, when I could just sit down in front of my computer this afternoon for half an hour, put my thoughts into it, and it will puke out a song at me. Instant gratification level 1000. Yes, sure, I can see the attraction in that. However, a lot gets lost along the way there. I'm not an entertainment lawyer, so I do also want you to keep in mind the ownership rights element of that. And these laws and these things are shifting daily. So if you write a song on AI software, you might own it today, you might not own it tomorrow, you might be able to promote it somewhere today, it might be ripped off of your Spotify or whatever. Like, things are changing so fast, and obviously you have to declare now in a lot of platforms that it's AI. A lot of song competition entries don't accept AI written songs, even if you used AI a little bit, or you have to declare that you used AI. So just being aware of all of this for what the end goal is for your song. If it's for you, if you have something inside of you that you want to share with the world, and perhaps you don't have the skill set to sit down, record the guitar, the bass, the drums, all of that stuff, sing your lyrics, or even write your lyrics to the level that you want them to be. And again, if it's for you, for your personal enjoyment, for expressing an emotion, for getting something out of your system, which is what songwriting kind of comes back down to in any way, is, and kind of your why behind it. I personally feel like AI is a great tool. It's kind of like, hey, these are my thoughts. This is my diary. This is what I want to get out of my system. This is what I want to put out into the world because this is what I'm feeling. Fair. But if you want to be considered a songwriter and an artist, AI is probably not your greatest avenue to go down. And I don't think it's music snobbery. I think a lot of AI, let's say, I'm not even going to say AI artists, I'm going to say AI creators, kind of look at the musicians as being like a bit hoity-toity and looking down their nose at the AI creators as like, well, you're not a real musician. I mean, I think it is somewhat, oh gosh, I might piss people off here. It is somewhat insulting to suddenly consider yourself a musician when you don't play, haven't learned how to sing, you don't know the craft of writing a hit song. You're just throwing words into a machine and expressing how you feel and expecting a hit song to pop out of the machine for you. So I do want to kind of revisit something here. I have a client that I work with, and she's working on training her vocals, and she came to my recent songwriters retreat. Her music and stuff that she's working on is primarily created by AI. She'll put the prompts, she'll put her lyrics, she'll share her story, all of that. And so what we did at the retreat, which was really great, and I think she really enjoyed this, and I'm really excited for when we can share the final song. And again, there's a whole mountain of legal ownership rights stuff to uncover here, to make sure everything does belong to her, it does belong to the people. Because what we've done is we've taken this, she put in her original ideas, her original lyrics, the melody prompt, the lyric prompt, all of that stuff, got her song. Now we've stripped it right back down. We've got real instruments, real singers, have rebuilt the song. Because my opinion is it's a great song. The song's great, the story's great, the meaning behind it, the reasoning behind it is a great song. So I'm really excited for her, no matter where this song goes, I'm excited for her to experience that journey with real musicians and real songwriters, because honestly, you cannot replace that by sitting in front of your computer. That is not what the music industry is about. That is not why we're all so passionate about it. It's the community, it's the collaboration, it's the humanity behind, like, this is my idea. How do you express that on your instrument when we're coming together as a band to play this music? And that for me is the most beautiful thing about music, is that community and collaboration aspect, which you will never experience by yourself with a computer. You can for sure knock out 700 songs in a month if you really want to, but you're like, the effort and the return on investment, and I don't just mean financial, but I mean emotional effort, time, connection, and all of that stuff. The return on investment, putting so much into one song and getting that back versus several hundred songs of just plugging in info and getting it spat back out at you. Please try it. And please reach out if you are in a position where you're like, I'm loving what is coming back to me from AI, but I don't have the tools to do that with real humans, but I would be interested to explore that. Please reach out. Maybe I'm thinking, yeah, my brain's going now. Maybe I should get a bunch of AI creators together with some musicians and do another retreat where it's like, you're in love with your AI sound, but let's see what happens when you bring the humanity back into the process. And I promise you, it will be a complete game changer for you if you've not yet experienced that. So that's the music side. I mean, I know a lot of songwriting and co-writes and all of those kind of stuff, you know, you can get stuck and you'll be like, hey, let's just throw this in and see what old Chad GPT has to say about it. And you know, sometimes you can throw in some things and get some great feedback, or like when you're stuck with a certain line in a song, you can use that as a tool. Again, using it as a tool, not a replacement. Thinking always coming back to your why, who you are as a musician, who you are as an artist, what you want as your end goal is going to determine how you approach using AI as a creation tool. The other thing I really want to talk about is AI graphics, AI posters, AI show promos. It's literally in the last 6 months, we've all discovered that we can create these graphics, and now we are all creating essentially the same graphics. And also, please, there's been a few venues who have been taking photos of artists that I know and love and work with and then slapping them onto their AI posters. And AI has done what AI does in its worst horrific way and completely changed how these people look. Like, not enough, like enough so you can still recognize the person, but they look weirdly mangled. And it's shocking and horrific. And really, frankly, lazy and disgusting that these venues are doing this and not appreciating the fact that they're paying someone to be on their stage in their venue, and then they're representing them in this way, in such a lazy way that makes their faces look weird and stuff. So it's very bizarre. Please don't do that. And now what we've recently seen, I went off on my social media about this for posters, and I'm like, it's lazy. It's not kind to the artists, especially if one thing, if you make them look stunning. I mean, some people might be, that's not even, that's the stunning upgraded version of my face, which is kind of nice, but also like not fair. But yeah, it's not kind to the artists if they start looking weird and morphed and bizarre. But yeah, I went off on this on social media, and now a lot of people have gotten back to me. Actually, a lot of people shared their pictures that their images have been used in by venues, and it's funny now. We're all kind of laughing at it and how weird and stupid it looks, but it cannot become the norm. It can't. We have to resist this and put a little bit of effort into like just an average Canva graphic will do just fine versus a weird AI filtered thing. But now a lot of the people who have been posting these posters have been flagged by Meta, for example, as AI creators, not actually live music venues. So the AI pictures are going up. The social media platforms are recognizing that they're posting a lot of AI created content, and now they can no longer share original music on their platforms. So if they were able to share, say, a poster of an artist and they wanted to share that artist's music in their post, they can no longer do that because they've been stripped of access to other people's music for like whatever reason that is. So this is starting to happen. So beware, if you are sharing a ton of AI content, you will start to, not you will, but there is a possibility that you will start to become limited in what other original content you can access, because Meta or whatever might start seeing you as a machine anyway, because you're not creating human content. So just keep that in your back pocket, just so that you don't lose any of your privileges to even share your own music online if you're just sharing AI created images and AI created art and all of that stuff. So just keep that in your back pocket. So lots to think of here. This is kind of a short one. I don't want to go too far. I know we're all thinking about this a heck of a lot. But I think the main takeaway is, if you are an AI creator and you want to release your music, or you want to enter it for competitions, or you want to use it for songwriting, promotion, what have you, make sure you understand and you're aware of the legal implications and the limitations for your work, and be open. If it's all new to you, I know it can be intimidating. I know it can be scary, and you might feel like I don't belong in the world with human musicians, but start to explore that. Reach out to me if you want to connect with some other musicians. Say you've got a great track that you love and you'd love to put a real person on the vocal, or you'd love to put some guitar and try singing the vocal yourself, or you want to open the door to exploring how to bring your AI created songs to life with humans. Reach out. Let's make that happen for you, because I would love to see AI used as a tool in this way, where people who cannot do this yet are able to do it in the end and experience the joy that this creative experience with other humans, other musicians brings to people's lives, and is why people commit their entire life to this industry in this way. So be open to that, explore it. If you want help, if you need some guidance to go down that path, I am so here for you. If AI is helping you tell your story, if AI is helping you share thoughts, feelings, emotions that is bringing you happiness and joy in your life, I can't see anything wrong with that. But yeah, I just hope you can dig into music as much and as wholly as you possibly can and enjoy it for what it truly is, which is creation. So yeah, have fun. I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. Good luck out there, and I'll see you again very soon. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe. It helps other listeners just like you discover the show. Also, I'd love you to follow along on social media. It's Rocket Vocal Studios. That's ROCKIT Vocal Studios. If you have any questions at all, I am here for you and your voice. Email me, emma@rocketvocalstudios.com. Would love to chat. If you ever want a session, if you want to nerd out about the voice, I am here for you. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day. We'll see you next time.